Madam Speaker, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize representatives from the Afghan, Arab, Armenian, Azerbaijani, Bangladeshi, Cambodian, Chinese, Ethiopian, Greek, Italian, Iranian, Kurdish, Nepalese, Pakistani, Sri Lankan and Turkish communities who have enjoyed us today in the public gallery and in the members' gallery. Of the top 20 languages spoken in the world, such as Mandarin, English, Hindi, Arabic, Italian, Korean, Russian, Portuguese, a large majority are spoken right here in Ontario, making the passage of this motion of a great significance. Languages are the most powerful instruments of preserving and developing our tangible and intangible heritage. It's also a very important tool in the development of a child's education. Madam Speaker, globalization has resulted in a significant increase in the population mobility. On this note, Dr. Jim Cummins, who is a professor and Canada Research Chair in the curriculum at the Department of the Teaching and the Learning of the University of Toronto, Ontario Institute for Studies in Education, states that a consequence of population mobility is linguistic, cultural, racial and religious diversity within schools. To illustrate this fact, in the City of Toronto, 58% of kindergarten students come from homes where standard English is not the usual language of communication. Results of research on children's mother language have emphasized the importance of mother language on their overall personal and educational development. When children continue to develop their abilities in 2 or more languages throughout their primary school years, they gain a deeper understanding of language and they learn how to use it effectively. When they develop literacy in both languages, and they will be able to process, compare, and contrast the ways in which their 2 languages organize their reality. More than 150 research studies conducted during the past 35 years strongly support what Goethe, the famous German philosopher, once said. The person who knows only one language does not truly know that language. The research suggests that bilingual children may also develop more flexibility in their thinking as a result of processing information through different languages. Madam Speaker, unfortunately, there are many languages in existence that are facing the threat of extinction. According to the Atlas of the World's Languages in Danger of Disappearing, of the 121 American native languages in Canada, only 6 are fully functional. About 10 are extinct. From all other Indian languages spoken in Canada, a total of 104 are threatened to varying degrees, with 19 of those moribund and 28 seriously endangered. It is our duty and obligation to protect these vital implants of culture and life. The Atlas also points out some of very disturbing statistics. Out of approximately 6,000 languages spoken in the world, more than 200 have become extinct during the last 3 generations. 538 are critically endangered, 502 severely endangered, 632 definitely endangered, and 607 unsafe. The death of a language can have a catastrophic domino effect. Many forms of cultural heritage, traditions, and oral expressions of a community, such as poetry, legends, and even jokes, can disappear. To quote the Director General of UNESCO, the loss of languages is also detrimental to humanity's grasp of biodiversity, as they transmit much knowledge about the nature and the universe. Here in Ontario, we are proud of the diversity of the cultures that exist across our province. We have gained many valuable assets and the knowledge in various aspects of our daily life from this diversity. Languages has always been a form of patronage and has brought a sense of belonging amongst cultural and communities. It is our small communities that are the backbone of our infrastructure and our strength in Ontario. The preservation of these communities and ethnic groups is important more than ever while we are facing such unprecedented time. The recognition of International Mother Language Day in Canada and in Ontario will be a step forward in achieving that goal. Let's adopt this practice which will promote and protect languages. With the passage of this motion, Ontario will play an essential role in advocating, supporting and monitoring policies and actions in favour of cultural diversity and multilingualism and international level. Furthermore, let's continue on the path of favourable linguistic policies, for which Canada is so famous on the international scenes. Let us help increase the number of speakers in several Indigenous languages. Donyabad, Sağolun, Sepas, Dorji, Shukr, Danyavad, Shukriya, Shishi, Arigato, Grazia, Danke, Cheers, Gracias, Toda, Efharisto, Poli, Schnor, Hegel, M, Shukran, Merci, thank you.
For the debate, the member from Richmond Hill, you have 2 minutes to reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to thank members from Halton, Thornhill, York South Western, London Fanshawe, Trinity Spadina, Eglinton Lawrence, who spoke so eloquently on the subject of this motion. Though the concept of the International Mother Language Day was initiated by a group of Bangladeshi Canadians, yet we could not give appropriate acknowledgement of this special day in Canada. International Mother Language Day is declared by the United Nations organizations, educational institutions, civil society organizations, professional associations, governments, and all other stakeholders to foster respect for and promote the protection of all languages of the world. Many of the world languages are in danger of disappearing, and disappearance of any of our languages is an irreparable loss for the heritage of mankind. Madam Speaker, imagine if Martin Luther King would have delivered his famous speech simply by waving his hands before the public and left. If he didn't have the capacity of a language in his tongue, would we have understood that he also had a dream? Isn't it true that once a spoken language came into our tongue, we start dreaming a human society? As a human being, we are engaged in protecting our surroundings. Let us now extend our hands to our own mother tongue. Madam Speaker, I would request this House to vote for this motion so that in Ontario we can observe in the International Mother Language Day on the 21st day of every February with the highest dignity. Thank you. Sağolun.
Mr. Moridi has moved private member's notice of motion number 66. Is it the pleasure of the House that the motion carry? Carried.